Hello, my name is Chef Carlo Cavallo. I am the owner of Meritage Restaurant in Sonoma. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare a turkey breast stuffed with chestnut wild mushroom dressing, and it's going to be served with a pomegranate reduction gravy and Parmesan roasted butternut squash. Right now I'm going to show you how to make Parmesan roasted butternut squash. Okay, first thing you need to do to prepare butternut squash is you need to peel it. So with a potato peeler, you just peel the entire squash. Once the butternut squash is peeled, we need to slice it in half, core out the seeds, and then cut it into 1/4-inch squares. Once you have the butternut squash cut, you put it into a nice baking dish. You're going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil for flavor. You're going to add some pepper and season that to taste. You're going to add some sea salt. Then you're going to add some fresh thyme leaves, which you just sprinkle on top. You're going to cook this for about 20 minutes in a 400-degree oven, after which you're going to remove it and add some Parmesan cheese and add that back to the oven and finish cooking it for another 20 minutes. That feels like 400 degrees. So, for the prep for the chestnut wild mushroom dressing is 1 cup of chopped red onions, 1 cup of chopped celery, 1 bunch of sage, which I will chop, 3 tablespoons of chopped Italian parsley, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, a total of 2 cups of sliced mushrooms. I did a combination of porcini mushrooms and shiitake mushrooms, 1 cup of chicken stock, 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 4 cups of rustic bread, which I cut into cubes, and 1 cup of chestnuts. Now, a lot of people don't know how to cook chestnuts. You want to take your chestnuts and boil them in water for about 30 minutes, and then to clean them, they're really easy to clean. You want to cut the tip off and then peel the outer skin. There's 2 layers of outer skin you want to peel off. And don't worry if the chestnut breaks. You don't need to put whole chestnuts into this dish. So you just want to make sure that you're getting the meat without the outer brown skin on it in your mix. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to now add our wild mushrooms here. Use some nice shiitakes and some porcini mushrooms. and mix that up a sec. And now I'm going to add some Sebastiani Chardonnay. And my rule of thumb is if it's not good enough to drink, it's not good enough to cook with. So always cook with good wine. You never want to cook with cheap wine. If you cook with cheap wine, you're going to have really cheap tasting food. And I'm going to cook this until all the wine is pretty much absorbed and reduced down, and it just gives us that nice flavor that this Chardonnay has. Okay, so now all the liquid's reduced. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add this mushroom, onion, celery mixture to our bread cubes here. I'm going to then add our chestnuts, and I'm going to start mixing it a little bit. And then I'm going to add our chopped parsley, our Parmesan cheese, and our chicken stock. And I'm going to crack a whole egg. The egg acts as a binder as well as does the Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to mix this all up until it gets into a nice, consistent dressing that will stuff inside the turkey breast. You're going to want to add salt and pepper at this point. You don't want to add too much, but you want to add just enough so that you have a good flavor. As you see, it's starting to come together nicely. And I suggest getting in there with your hand, especially if it's washed, and mixing it up nicely. It works a little bit better than using a spatula. And that's the consistency that you want. Wet, but still thick.